But what I'm going to tell you now is true. And you know, I worked long and hard to build up a decent sort of reputation in my business, and you know, along with that came work and what have you. Something happened once, and actually makes me feel anxious and nervous to tell it. And it took me years and years and years to actually tell anybody, right? Literally years. And I finally told my grown-up son, and he pissed himself laughing. And he said, "You've got to do that in your stand-up." I said, "I can't." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because I've not told my wife." It's true, right? So then I had to tell her. That was fucking hard. And then I'm going to tell you, right? Yay! So I'm at a festival. I'm working at a festival. I'm booked as a kids' entertainer. I'm doing shows on the main stage. Yeah. In the kids' field. No, it's a thing. It's a fucking thing. I am proud of that. I am seriously main fucking kids' field, right? And I've had a really successful weekend of doing loads and loads of shows throughout the weekend. Gets to the end of the weekend, I've got just one more show to go, right? And I've got an hour or so just before that show comes on, and I thought, I'll take myself off for a little wonder. I never know why I did this, but I thought to myself, you know, I see this guy, right? He's on a bench. He's hunched up. He's clearly skinning up, right? And I broke my own golden rule, right? Because I never, ever, ever have anything at all. Not even the tiniest drink if I'm working with kids. Never do it. Just don't do it. Afterwards, maybe, yeah. But not before. But I don't know, maybe I got carried away by the sunshine, the music in the air, or the fact I only had one show to go. I thought, well, what could possibly go wrong? Right? Just one tiny little cheeky toe with this fella, keeping company 20 minutes, you know, and that's only if he's sharing. But it's a festival, of course he's sharing, right? So he eventually produced this thing that can only be described as a massive Camberwell carrot, right? Yeah, if you know, you know, right? So, and sure enough, he passes this thing to me. Now, I thought to myself, I don't know what I was thinking. This is the God's honest truth. So he hands it to me, and I go like this. I go. Like that, right? Fucking arm dizzy. And then I realised at that point that I hadn't even seen his face. He was all hunched over. And just at that moment, right, he turns to me and he looks at me with these mad, crazy, bubbly eyes. And he says to me, he looks me straight in the eye, and he says, "And that is the strongest, purest crack you've ever seen." This is true. And three things happened simultaneously. Firstly, he said that. Secondly, right, what happened was the thing, I realised the thing that I'm pulling on so deeply and so hard is crackling and fizzing, and it's got the most god-awful acrid taste, right? And then the last thing that happened is my whole world just slowed down. It just went like in films. It went, and I go, oh shit, right? Then I realise it's like 5 minutes before the Punch and Judy show. And I'm off my tits on crack, right? But this is show business, and the show must go on. I don't know how I made my way. I got back to the big top. I go in through the back. I'm palpitating now just thinking about it. And I get in the back of the booth, right? Now, picture the scene. The festival is full of middle-class twats, right? A bit like, I mean, no. Getting carried away, no? You know, what I call the kids are what I call the Tarquins and the Tinkerbells. You know? They got fucking fairy wings on them. And face paint, that's just the boys. You know? And the mums are called, I don't know, Miranda or something. The dad's like Giles, whereas there's Judy. Fucking wankers. But it pays the bills, And hey, I fit right in, okay? Right, so I'm in the back of the booth and I do the show, right? Now, let's be honest, think about it, let's just unpack this for a sec. A Punch and Judy show is already pretty mad and anarchic, right? It's a crazy thing. Add into the mix a Punch and Judy man who's high on crack, and you get a pretty out there fucking experience, right? I swear to God, whilst doing the show, my arms morphed into the puppets. That was Judy, and then they take over, and they're doing the show. And I'm just like, it's like the puppet master being returned in reverse. They're doing it, I'm just there. I'm having this out-of-body experience. Like, this is gonna stop. Help! I'm doing Punch Judy on crack. Make it go away. I will never know what happened that afternoon. But put it this way, some pretty traumatized Tarquins and Tinkerbells. Their trauma is as nothing, ladies and gentlemen, to the trauma that I felt that afternoon. Now, I gave up doing Punch a little while after that, and mostly I think I'm over it, but sometimes I get these awful flashbacks, and I'm back in there, I'm in the booth, and Mr. Punch is in me. He is me, I am him. And sometimes I still think to myself, oh, that's the way to do it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a punchline.
Ladies and gentlemen,